and here bringing you guys a full commentary today of my first 3 series of King of the Hill. I mean, the first 3 series in my return of King of the Hill. Now, these video clips are going to be extremely fast. I put them at 8 times speed. That's just because they were rather long series, so I just made it faster so I could fit all of them in one video. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to be talking about what I think about King of the Hill right now, whether I want to continue it, because if you remember a few videos ago, I did talk about quitting King of the Hill. I'm just going to say right now that as of now, I don't really have plans for quitting King of the Hill. But you know, things might change in a few days. I might suddenly become really busy and I might want to quit. But anyways, let's just look at the game for a minute. I'm rushing with Moabs. That's completely failing because I don't have that many farms, so pretty much whatever I send, I have to send it now or else I will lose because I sold all my farms and I'm going to die to the Moab. But anyway, so yeah, I really don't have plans to quit King of the Hill, but let me just warn you that right now I am really rusty, so these games will have some horrible plays by me, and I mean horrible, and we will see that when we get to it. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say about King of the Hill, that I don't want to quit just yet, but you know, it's still always an option in case I ever run out of time. I don't want to be forced to play games that I don't want to play, but I mean right now I do want to play, but in the future I might get bored of it. Anyway, if we look at the game, I'm down to 6 lives. That's pretty bad. So am I going to rush? It appears not. So it's round 18, round 19. Tom is getting up some dart monkeys. So I send a ton of BFBs, and I mean a ton of them. Will he be able to defend all these BFBs? He's struggling a little bit, but he looks like he might. But no, he leaks and dies. So good game by him, and the series is tied 1-1. So as you may have noticed, Tom is mostly a balloon eco player. He doesn't use farms, so basically I'm going to be the one rushing in most of these games, and he will be the one defending. So yeah. Anyway, we're in A game, and he is making me leak a lot of lives with those green balloons, and I get up that ring of fire, and I'm just trying to get up all my farms right now, hoping that I will do pretty well. Now remember that this is my first series back, so a lot of these games will be pretty bad. Anyway, it's getting to round 14, and round 15 is a dangerous round for ceramics. Will either of us send any of them? It appears not. So I'm getting a decent amount of farms. I think I could have done better, but it's pretty decent overall. So round 20, most players send BFBs. So will either of us send BFBs? I send a BFB, 2 BFBs, 3 BFBs. I'm sending a lot of BFBs, and Tom is struggling to defend all this. Will he be able to defend all these BFBs? It appears not, and he dies. So it is a 2-1 series lead for me in this first series back. And he chooses Volcano as the next map. And Volcano is probably one of my worst maps. I think my absolute worst is Mondrian, but this is probably my second worst map, because it's like the map is so awkward. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just a weird map overall. But anyway, it's nearing round 10, where regrow leads can be dangerous, and he has the ring of fire. I have a ton of farms and a few bomb towers, and he's just sending a few balloons, and I'm down to 38 lives. He keeps sending a little bit, and he sends some rainbows and ceramics, and I die to that. So I actually just now realized that it was rainbows and ceramics. When I played, I thought I literally lost to the natural balloons, but I mean, oh well. So I had a 2-1 lead, but now it is tied at 2-2. So I choose the map Temple, where I hope to defeat Tom in this final game of the series. So it's either win or lose here. Anyway, wow, the game's going so fast I can't even talk well. So it's nearing round 10. I have to get on my mortar to defend regrow leads. And at round 13, a massive regrow rainbow rush can defeat your opponent if you send a big enough one. And I sent a huge one with some regrow ceramics, but with all his ninjas and bomb tower and ring of fire, he just demolished that. So I lose the first series 3-2 against Tom. So the next person I challenge is, do you even try and also he's also known as Sven. So I challenge him, and here's the first game on Zen Garden, which is the starting map for King of the Hill this season. Anyway, I currently have a slight advantage in farms over him, but he actually has an advantage in balloon eco over me. So both of us get up our ninjas and mortar to defend the camels, but I died to the camels because I did not get up that mortar upgrade in time. So I choose Hydro Dam, which is my favorite map, and it's probably my favorite map because this is the map that I play best on. Because I played this so much in King of the Hill Season 8. But anyway, Hydro Dam, it's round 6, there's black balloons, and then round 8, both of us are going to have to get up boomerangs, or at least get it up if your opponent sends a rush. And I currently have a slight farm advantage, but I can't fit that 4th farm, so that's pretty dangerous for me. So I tricked him by saying that I said I can't afford, so I tricked him into sending a rush. That wasted all his money. He sent another rush, and now he's pretty much out of money, so I sent a huge rush back at him and I defeat him. So the series is now tied at 1-1, and we are on Volcanoes, the map that I hate, and I lost last time. But anyway, he chose Volcanoes because he did know that I lost miserably the previous series. So he did choose this map in hopes that I would lose again. But anyway, he's doing the same thing that Tom did, getting the Ring of Fire on Volcano, and I'm just getting up my farms. So round 8 and round 10 rushes did do a bit of damage to me, but nothing huge. Anyway, it's round 13, and I decided to send a huge Regal Rainbow Rush against him. Massive, and I put camels underneath, and that just completely obliterated him. Because one Ring of Fire can't handle that many Regal Rainbows. So now we're on A game. I have a 2-1 lead. Now the previous series I had a 2-1 lead, but I completely blew it, ended up losing 3-2. Let's just hope that doesn't happen this time. But I am losing a lot of lives, and all those greens and blacks are going through. I get a Ring of Fire, and I die right away. I did not expect those greens and blacks to kill me, so I completely under-defended. I got more farms, but it ended up killing me. So Ice Flow, I choose this map because, well, I know that in this map, not that many players know how to defend round 34 to 40 ZOMGs. So I choose this map, and if I lose lives more than my opponent does, I can send the rush against them, and they will not be able to defend my rush. Anyway, it's round 13, and will either of us send a Regal Rainbow Rush? It appears not. And will anyone send a Regal Ceramic Rush on round 15? Probably not. And we just keep going. So it is near round 20 now. I sent a Moab in hopes that he would lose, but he got the Blade Maelstrom in time. But anyway, rounds 20 to 30, the natural balloons can be pretty dangerous, especially without sabotage. And I keep losing lives little by little, but so does my opponent. And round 25 has 2 Moabs, so I have to be pretty careful about that. But it looks like balloons are still going through, and I almost die, but I die. Wow. So for the second straight series, I blow my 2-1 lead and end up losing the series 3-2. Now for the final series of this video, I challenge 11 JC King in a best of 5 series, and I'm just hoping to at least win one series for this video. But anyway, I have a slight advantage over him in farms, and it's near round 13 and round 15. Those 2 rounds can be pretty deadly if you don't have a good enough defense. And he said that he had to be right back, so he left, and because he left, he couldn't do anything. He started losing a lot of lives, and he actually told me that he did not want to redo this game, even though he just lost right there. Now I did ask him to redo, but he said no. I kept insisting, but he also insisted no. So he just sent the code for the next game, so I just took that win. I know some of you think that that's a bad move, but really he kept telling me to take that win. So I mean, I couldn't just say, well, I could say no, but he kept insisting. Anyway, he chose Yin Yang for the next map, and he is going farms, but I'm going blue to income, which is rather strange because normally I go blue. Normally I go farms almost every single game. but it's round 15 and neither of us sent any regrow ceramics or anything like that. Also, I'm surprised that neither of us chose to send camo balloons because a mortar can't fully defend camo balloons on this map. But because he didn't send camo balloons, I was thinking that he didn't really care that much about lives anyway. So, and he lost a lot of lives to a Moab right there, and I lose lives because of his rush, and he's continuously sending a rush. I blame Maelstrom, I boat pull, I do everything. He sends a ZOMG, I Maelstrom, and he dies before I do. Oh my goodness, you know, all these games are going so quickly that I can't even commentate well enough over them. But anyway, the third game of this series, if I win, then I win the series. But he chose random towers for some reason. He told me, like, he just gave up on the series, he wanted to have fun, he went random towers. And he also told me that, he just told me to take the win for this series, no matter what, because he said that I was going to win 3-1 anyway. But we made a deal. He said that if I took the win for the series, I would have to surrender against him if I was ever king and he challenged me in the future. So I mean, yeah, I just agreed to that. But anyway, I did win this game, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this commentary wasn't too bad, and have an awesome day.